We need to talk about Veronica Shaw again, better known as Chef P, or the Pink Sauce Lady, or now I guess also the Blue Sauce Lady, or rather the Blue Sauce Powder Lady and the Pink Sauce Powder Lady. Yes, a lot has happened since my last update. Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. By the way, I'm Christina. I'm glad you're here. We're going to talk about Chef P and the Pink Sauce Saga. This is an updated version of a video I filmed not too long ago because things are happening. Chef P is coming out with new products, yes. And there is drama around that yet again. I am not surprised, pretty sure you're not surprised either when you're clicking on this video, so let's get right into the topic. As a quick recap, Veronica Shaw started to get famous on TikTok for her pink sauce. She was mixing that in her kitchen, she was dipping various types of food into it, and then she was selling the sauce. I have an entire video about this. I will link it up here if you want to take a look. This is just a short recap to get us all up to speed. There were issues from the get-go with the product. It was $20 for a sauce, for a condiment. It was not food safe. People had issues when they received the bottle, and then Veronica Shaw worked together with a company who does that professionally with Dave's Gourmet. And last year they came out with the sauce in stores in the United States, but Veronica Shaw wasn't happy with that either. She now has trouble, or she's now in discussions with Dave's Gourmet about that sauce. The sauce is not to her liking. She wants to distance herself from the sauce. She says that the company screwed her over. She yet has to provide proof about this. Dave's Gourmet came out with statements and they actually provided proof that they did everything according to the contract that they signed together with Veronica. And now Veronica came out with new products. On her TikTok, she started to advertise a blue sauce. She was mixing it up, it looks like once again in her kitchen, and she was mixing a miraculous blue powder and creating sauces that way, and she's dipping stuff into the sauce yet again. Doesn't look that appealing to me. It's a fun color and everything, but the dipping, it always kind of grosses me out. And my first thought was, okay, so the Pink Sauce Lady is now also coming out with a blue sauce. Also on her TikTok, she also advertised that the blue sauce was already sold out on her website, and I went over there and I took a look what products she has to offer and what the blue sauce actually is. Her website looks weirdly empty yet again, just when she launched the original pink sauce, and she advertises these products there. She also sells recipes there and merch. But the really interesting part for me are these seasonings. She has a pink sauce seasoning, a sweet blue sauce seasoning, a sweet pink sauce seasoning, and a blue sauce seasoning available for sale for $19.99. The blue sauce is currently sold out. So instead of selling the actual sauce, she is now selling seasonings so that you can produce your very own sauce, color, and flavoring at home. That in itself is, I think, not a bad idea because she had a lot of issues when she sent out the original pink sauce. The stuff was not refrigerated, the bottles were bloated, some bottles even exploded when customers ordered them. So it looks like this is a lot safer than what she did before, but there is still pink sauces that are being sold in stores, so it looks like she still has a contract with Dave's Gourmet, and this is rather weird because this is still called the pink sauce. First of all, it's not really on brand because she now also has a blue sauce. She seems to be going through the rainbow now. She has a normal version and a sweet version. But legally, this could be very, very interesting. Introducing our all-new blue sauce sweet and tangy seasoning, that is the one that is allegedly sold out, a culinary gem crafted from freeze-dried blue spirulina. This unique seasoning delivers a harmonious blend of sweet and tangy flavors, infusing a mesmerizing blue hue into your dishes while tantalizing your taste buds. Derived from premium blue spirulina, renowned for its vibrant color and nutrient-rich profile, the seasoning brings an element of novelty and nutrition to your culinary creations. Its sweet undertones coupled with a subtle tanginess makes it a versatile addition to various recipes. Experience the magic of blue spirulina by adding a dash of the seasoning to your smoothie bowls for an antioxidant-packed kick. Sprinkle it over fresh salads to add a delightful tangy twist, or use it as a colorful finishing touch on seafood and grilled dishes for a visually striking appeal. We take pride in delivering a seasoning that is not just flavorsome but also wholesome. Our blue spirulina sweet and tangy seasoning is crafted without any artificial additives or preservatives, ensuring a pure and natural taste that complements your healthy lifestyle choices. Unleash your culinary imagination and transform every meal into vibrant, visually stunning creations with our blue sauce sweet and tangy seasoning. Elevate your dishes with a burst of color and an intriguing flavor profile that will captivate both your senses and those of your dining companions. Embrace the extraordinary and dive into the world of blue spirulina infused goodness. There's a lot of words. This description really doesn't tell me what the sauce will taste like, but if you want to have a fun pop of color in one of your dishes, you could buy this from the website for $20, which seems to be a good amount of money, as much as the original pink sauce was. And you will get this with organic blue spirulina powder, honey powder, blueberry powder, garlic powder, onion powder, brown sugar, salt, spices. Okay, blah, blah, schnick, schnack, schnuck. So it looks like the coloring here is because of the blue spirulina. And then she also has a seasoning for the pink sauce, and that one has dried dragon fruit. So that is what gives this a really, really vibrant color. This product is made especially for you when you place an order, so it takes us a bit longer to deliver it to you. Making products on demand instead of in bulk helps reduce overproduction. Thank you for your support. Lots of people called her out on TikTok and said, well, how many products did you have on sale that it's already sold out? But if this is an on-demand order, like a pre-order, she will make those according to your orders so that she doesn't over-deliver, which is maybe good for the environment to help overproduction, but I think it's also a financial aspect. It's like a pre-order. You will only produce the items you need to produce that will be shipped out once the person has already ordered and has already paid. So that is not a horrible move. In that way, she has it currently on the website as sold out. She's going to produce the product and ship them out. I don't think that's a bad move. This product also looks a lot smarter because it seems like it can be shipped easier and customers don't have to end up with bottles that exploded, as it was the case when she first produced the pink sauce. So it seems to be a smarter move than the original pink sauce. But legally speaking, I still find this worrisome because she's still working together with Dave's Gourmet, and they produced a pink sauce with her and for her. Dave's Gourmet was responsible for the production to put the sauce on shelves, and she was responsible for the PR. They have a contract, and now she comes out with competing products. Veronica Shaw is not the first person to ever have created a pink sauce. There are pink sauces available and were also before, but if you're working together with a company and now you're bringing out a very similar product so that people can mix their own pink sauce, you're kind of jeopardizing the revenue from that other product, which could be prone to a lawsuit if Dave's Gourmet wanted to proceed in that way, I think, and you're also cutting your own paycheck into half. Now, there were issues with Dave's Gourmet from the get-go. Dave's Gourmet came out with receipts and seemed to be a very respectable company, whereas Veronica Shaw just throws allegation against a wall and doesn't have proof whatsoever. Until now, where she has a TikTok and she wanted to tell us what Dave's Gourmet really did to her, and she wanted to clear everything up. But we'll go into that TikTok also in a second. But we see her a lot ranting on her TikTok about Dave's Gourmet without providing any proof. She says that they defrauded her, that they're swindlers, and when people reach out to her on TikTok, and a lot of people do that in the comment section, calling her out for her BS, then she just says, no, I have nothing to do with this weird sauce that is available in stores. When she mixed up the blue sauce on TikTok, somebody commented, I have to pass because I just saw the pink sauce at the Dollar Tree and all of the bottles of pink sauce were a dull orange. Veronica answered, yeah, but I have nothing to do with that product. I did not formulate the product. And then lots of people called her out and said, you had everything to do with it. Girl, what? You created pink sauce. How? She worked together with Dave's Gourmet. It was their job after she royally messed that originally up in her very own kitchen for Dave's Gourmet to come out with a product shelf stable so that it wouldn't harm people, which in my opinion is a minimum requirement if you want to sell produce that people are supposed to ingest. And she was responsible for the PR. Now the color of the products changed a lot. It was more of a beige, orangey color rather than a vibrant pink. And from what I can tell, you have to mix up the bottle so that the color mixes more evenly, but it seems to be a safe product. It is not as appealing as the original pink sauce was because of the vibrant color, and she's completely leaving out that, yeah, she was involved in the formulation of the product and she has a contract with the company selling those products. She is not tired to call out Dave's Gourmet on her TikTok and calls them swindlers.
I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course they lied about everything they said in the beginning. I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course they didn't involve me in the creation of the product. I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course they took my ideas and tried to turn them into their own. I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course they lied to the media to make me look like a bad person. I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course they're trying to deteriorate my brand from their own mistakes. I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course they took out all the high quality ingredients and turned them into low quality ingredients, like canola oil. I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course they were never able to bring a high quality product to market as they promised. I gave my recipe to swindlers, and of course I didn't like the quality of the product. I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course I was upset that they were never able to make pink sauce. Instead, it was brown sauce, gray sauce, orange sauce, yellow sauce. I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course they didn't put money into marketing. I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course they used my platform to leverage their own business because they have no platform themselves. I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course they lied about the percentage that they were supposed to pay me. I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course they put my name on the bottle when I requested over and over again for them to not do that. I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course they're still lying to major retail buyers so they can sell my sauce and not pay me any money. I gave my recipe to swindlers. Of course they made millions and I have to start all over again from scratch.
These are TikToks that are very typical from Veronica, where she just throws out allegations, certain phrases, certain sentences, but she doesn't give proof, she doesn't give feedback, she doesn't give insights that are actually valuable to understand where things go wrong, as opposed to Dave's Gourmet. I spoke in depth about this in my original video because they were able to provide proof that they paid Veronica and they also paid her royalties. They did their part of the contract producing the sauce, and it was Veronica's job to do the PR. But recently she came out with another TikTok where she wanted to finally address the actual problems, the actual topic, what happened with Dave's Gourmet. So let's take a look.
Okay, y'all, it's time for me to explain what's going on and also how you're not supporting me by purchasing this, right? Okay, so to start the story off, me and Dave's Gourmet has been in disagreement about this since January of 2023. When the pink sauce first went into stores, Dave's Gourmet wasn't sharing information with me, simple information like as far as how many bottles were in the first purchase order. And that's when I knew something wasn't right. Now, the quality issue began with the first run. So the first run, they did a run of 5,000 units, and everyone was complaining because the sauce was like orange.
So you do know how many bottles they produced. Like I said before, Dave's Gourmet is responsible for the production of the products. I don't know why that would be super important for her. There is delivery chains, there is production chains when it comes to the payments, when it comes to the royalty as well, that she has access to, that they will very likely have to share with her. So I don't quite understand that. But it looks like she also has some information, so that is already a little bit contradictory in my opinion. The different types of colors from the sauce is something that was brought up before, but that is the very same issue that she had as well when she brewed the pink sauce in her very own home. It was not always a bright pink. There were also variations from a salmon light pinkish color to a very deep pink color. She likes to leave that out, but she was also not able to produce a pink sauce that had one thorough color that was extremely bright pink. There was variation there as well, and she's kind of neglecting that.
Dave's Gourmet told me, rest assured, we're going to be able to fix the color issue, and the color issue was never fixed. Now, in the creation of the pink sauce, y'all know I compared the pink sauce as a Beyoncé sauce. Like, this is the Beyoncé of the sauces. When I created the pink sauce, it was about marketing.
You have a Beyoncé sauce. Is the sauce singing? I'm sorry, but you're not that important.
It was about this being something new, something the world has never seen. And that means if it's an innovative brand, then you have to have the proper marketing strategies in place. And you also have to be able to tell a story to your audience where they can understand. Dave's Gourmet left me completely alone. We had no professional marketing for the pink sauce.
That was her job though. Contract-wise, Dave's Gourmet was responsible for producing the product, and it sounded like a really, really sweet deal because they were the ones who had the majority of the financial risk. They were producing everything, were making sure that everything was shipped out in stores. She was responsible for PR. Dave's Gourmet also provided proof that she was making outrageous demands, what she expected from them budget-wise, and they said, no, if you want to spend extra money on some sort of marketing tool, on some sort of marketing strategy, you need to let us know in advance. We need to approve potential cost. She has a following of 250,000 on TikTok, and she's not able to promote this accordingly when it is her job. She could have also opened a YouTube channel and could have started cooking videos and showing everybody how she was cooking with a pink sauce. But it looks like she did neither of these, but she expected some sort of budget to be able to promote this. This was your job.
All of the visuals you guys were seeing were things that I put together myself, even down to like the pitch decks and the style of the graphics and everything. All of that came from my Canva. Now, I had to take a long time to think about like how I'm going to talk about this due to the fact that they've crossed me so much that I have no choice but to file suit. Right now, I am not in a financial position where I can file suit.
So she wants to sue Dave's Gourmet now, who offered to pay her a lawyer so that she could understand the contract better, but she's not financially able to do so, but she's coming out with new products, with seasonings she's trying to sell. That doesn't sound very smart. Why do you come out with products that might jeopardize the sale of the original pink sauce, something that she is still involved in, contractually connected to? So why do you come out with new products instead of taking care of the original issue first? She could have taken Dave's Gourmet to understand what issues they have, work on the contract, because it looks to me that the company is very nice, potentially even too nice at this point. They should have sued her ass out of this. Because in my opinion, she's just super obnoxious at this point and doesn't understand the basics of business. She doesn't have the money to clear this up legally, but she has the money to come out with new products that jeopardize the revenue of the original sauce that she's also involved in. Make it make sense.
So my focus is starting over, giving you guys what I seen in the beginning. The pink sauce was supposed to be here like the real pink sauce, the vibrant, bright pink sauce, the amazing tasting pink sauce was supposed to be here last year. And as an entrepreneur, I'm having to pick up the pieces and start all over again. But I don't mind because I still have my business name, I still have my website, and I'm the creator of the product, which means I'm gonna fight for my brand. I'm gonna stand up for my brand and the product that I created because it's a really good product. Now, the pink sauce has sold over 200,000 units. The pink sauce has grossed over $2 million in less than a year. I really thank my supporters for supporting me and supporting my brand. And when I say I don't care about the great sauce, what I'm coming from is
Dave's Gourmet and she were able to sell, according to her, 200,000 bottles of the pink sauce. And now you're jeopardizing this by being on a TikTok where you tell people that they will not support you when they purchase the pink sauce in stores. That doesn't make any sense.
I have to move on at this point in my life. I have to move on and not allow these people to further deteriorate my brand. The reason why the pink sauce was $20 a bottle is because we use all natural ingredients. The pink sauce was formulated with no preservatives and no food like additive like artificial colors. And I want to stay true to my brand because that's why y'all support me. Y'all support me because I created an all natural colored product.
That's all great, but shouldn't you have clarified that in the beginning and have that sealed contractually that this has to be an organic product and the vibrant pink color is a necessity? Because otherwise it would be a breach of contract from Dave's Gourmet if they didn't adhere to that. So that's why I have to assume that this is not something that they did contractually. Maybe because of financial reasons, because it is pricey. Who wants to buy the pink sauce for $20 when you can get them in stores for $7 or $9 with some preservatives in there? I know some people are very finicky about that. I don't mind preservatives, whether it is in food or also in makeup. I also see there's a certain worth to it because otherwise you need to use the products really, really quickly or they will go bad. That is the idea of preservatives. I personally don't have any issues with that, but if you wanted to do that and the sauce was produced organically with this vibrant pink color from crushed dragon fruit or from dragon fruit powder, then the price point would have been up and you would have limited the amount of people that might have looked at the sauce, that might have bought the sauce and tried it out. It is easier for people to purchase a condiment that costs $7, $8, or $9 rather than $20. We're talking about a very luxury approach here, and I am not sure if they could have delivered a sauce worth $20. She for sure couldn't when she sold the sauce. Lots of people said, yeah, it's like a ranch dressing with a bit of color. So selling a product, a sauce of all, for $20, you need to deliver. People expect something. And if you have that on the shelves for $7, $8, or $9, you also widen the customer range who might want to take a look. It is simply more affordable. But all of that should have been written down contractually.
Unfortunately, the people who were supposed to be my partners, they took out all of the high quality ingredients such as honey and sunflower seed oil. It's not inside of the product anymore. And they put in canola oil, which drastically dropped the overhead costs for the pink sauce. Honestly, that's something that I did not agree with from the beginning.
That should have been written down contractually. I don't get it.
I did not want a vegan product. I wanted the pink sauce to go on cold shelves where you guys can get a beautiful mixed sauce from a cool rack. But Dave's Gourmet didn't want to pay the extra cost to put the sauce on a cool rack. So we're here for me to basically start my legacy all over again. And I know you guys don't know me from my entrepreneurial
beginnings and like where I began as Chef P. But one thing for certain, two things for sure. If you know me, you know that I have perseverance. And if I believe in something, I'm going to press forward to it, especially if it has to do with my legacy and what I created and my product that I love and people love. So right now, I'm beginning my business over completely as a small business with the pink seasoning. With the pink seasoning, I can guarantee quality by you being able to mix the dry mix to whatever color you like, and you also can mix the sauces and create whatever color that you can make between blue and pink at the moment. Like as you guys seen, I created lavender sauce with blue and pink. You can create different color intensities as well with the pink seasoning. But with that being said, also the blue seasoning is sold out right now. We're getting ready to fulfill those orders. We will be fulfilling our orders on live, so you guys can see the process and see the product and see what people will be getting. And right now, I'm just focused on moving in a positive direction. All of 2023 and at the end of 2022, I was in a complete defense mode, and I refuse to be that way, especially for something that I didn't do. However, I will be giving entrepreneurial tips for y'all to learn from.
No, please don't. I don't think that you're at a place where you can give entrepreneurial tips because it looks to me like you haven't learned from these. Please don't. Don't become a boss babe and teach people about business. Try to create the seasoning without harming anybody and maybe solve the issue with the Dave's Gourmet first. That would be an actual boss babe move. Don't take business tips from this person.
My mistakes and learn about selecting a partner and getting into contracts and what to look out for when you're signing a contract, because the piece of paper that I have is not even a contract. However, like I told y'all on my live, I have a recording of the entire conversation. It's about an hour and 30 minutes long.
She signed a piece of paper. That is the contract though. And yes, always read that in depth. And if you have a recording you can share, then do it. Because on this call, where she's trying to clear things up finally, we haven't seen proof yet at all.
But I have to keep that for myself for legal purposes because something has to be done about this.
If you have a recording that can prove that Dave's Gourmet treated you not well, that they didn't abide by the contract, that they did fraudulent things, then share it. But that is the typical processes, and that's why I don't believe that she is actually changing. She's just throwing out accusations without any proof. Now, maybe she recorded this and it's not something that she can publish because there is no consent from the partner and she lives somewhere where you need to have consent from two parties. Maybe this is something that she's going to use legally where she doesn't have the money for it. It is super, super messy, but it looks like you had a contract with Dave's Gourmet. The paper you signed is very likely a contract and you didn't understand what you signed there. And now once again, there's some sort of proof, but she's not going to tell us what type of proof that is. Why am I going to support somebody like this? I would not trust this person one bit.
I know people have asked me, will I be packing a formulated sauce? Yes, I will be packing a formulated sauce once I get the funds to be able to do so. But yeah, this is what it is right now. And I just want to say thanks so much for the support from the people who support me. And for my people who may be going through a hard time right now, never give up. Never give up on your business. Never give up on your vision. Never give up due to hard times or mistakes that you have made in the past, keep going, because tomorrow just might be the day you win.
Please don't keep going, and please do not start to formulate again the pink sauce and not the powder. That already didn't work out the first time. She was not able to do that in partnership with a professional brand that seems to have a good reputation, where there is no proof that they were actually treating her badly, but on the other hand, they have a lot of information and a lot of proof that she was lying, that she was not understanding the contract, that she pretended she never got paid, although they can prove how they paid her. This is really, really messy, and I am not sure that I would believe a single word this person says from now on. I'm not saying people cannot change, and if she's actually able to come out with proof that Dave's Gourmet didn't treat her well, that she can legally approach this, then I'm all here for it, because we've seen it before that bigger companies have treated small business owners badly. I don't believe that that is the case here. She, at this point, has a really, really bad track record, and you can see that also in the comments and whenever she comes out with information or new products, that people are rather laughing at that, and they're not necessarily taking her seriously as a chef. So I would argue she will have a hard time to shake off that track record, especially if she cannot take full accountability and close an issue with a company she is still working together with. She is very likely still making money from the products that are sold in stores in the United States in collaboration with Dave's Gourmet. But no worries, she is now having a commitment to quality, and she is assuring us that she will do the most to make sure that we will receive quality products when we purchase the seasonings from her.
So yes, y'all, the new drops will be dry spices that you can customize your own color and flavor intensity. My mission is to bring real quality to y'all. That's my promise, to learn from my mistakes, and that's what I'm doing.
I would like to not see that messy eating. It always grosses me out. Maybe it's like a fetish, but it is not for me. That was the pink sauce update without a lot of updates other than Veronica coming out with pink and blue seasonings now, and I'm sure there's more stuff to come. There is yet again no proof from her side that Dave's Gourmet did anything wrong. I have to stress that once again. Dave's Gourmet was able to provide proof that things she said about them and their business connection were simply lies. If she's going to sue them, I would like to see that if she has the financial means to. In my opinion, this is going really nowhere. And in my opinion, it would rather be up to Dave's Gourmet to close this chapter and to sue her pink ass out of this entire thing. Because if she is creating a product that is jeopardizing the success of the pink sauce because she says, don't buy this, because if you buy this, you don't support me anymore, but instead buy my seasonings, then she is jeopardizing the success of the pink sauce that she has created together with Dave's Gourmet, where she was responsible for the PR. This seems to be a messy business, as messy as the eating with the pink sauce. I wouldn't be surprised if we have an entire rainbow of pink sauce seasonings. I will continue to keep an eye out for this, how the pink sauce powder, blue powder saga will continue. This is a messy, messy business, and I hope that she doesn't come out with any business tips for people, and if she does, I hope that people will not take this seriously, because this is honestly not a person you should take business tips from. Absolutely not. If you like these types of videos, then please consider subscribing. If you like this specific one, then give it a thumbs up. If you would like to let me know something, please feel free to do so in the comment section down below. And if you like these types of videos, then hopefully I will see you in my next one. Until then, tschüss!